Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Bismarck Nabi, and I'm here with.
Evander Michael aspiring to be your next SRC president.
And
Michael Yeng, aspiring to be your next SRC vice president.
so I think this is the fourth set of the UG SRC presidential aspirants. Now, fast forward, I would like to ask this. First and foremost, why this pair? Because you had a lot of options.
Yes, indeed. We both did have a lot of possible pairings we could have ended up with. But I believe during the pairing conversations and negotiations, my team and I decided to go with Yang because we believed he was the best one to go with in terms of getting into the union building. So that is why we merged, because we share the same visions, ideologies, and so that's why we are here today as Team Evander Yeng. Thank you.
That's fine. So, do you confirm what he's saying?
Yeah, absolutely. We align on almost everything in terms of vision and ideology, and it is our topmost will to serve the students to the best of our capabilities, and so we deem the best to come together to deliver such service to the students.
That's a great one. So now that we know you are a pair, or let's say a team, a single unit. Let me ask, what were your expectations or feelings before you went in for the vet?
Firstly, we were extremely tired. I think we've come out at around 2:10, 2:15 a.m. and going in, there were a little bit of nerves, but I believe we did a stellar job, so that's all that matters in the end.
Okay, great. And what would you talk to us about after you were done with your vetting?
As in how the vetting went?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I believe it was good. Vetting is a process that I would encourage, because we don't only need to elect based on popularity. We need to know the content of what the leaders in question have for us. And so yeah, it was an overall great experience. Second time to be vetted in the University of Ghana. Yeah, it was great.
So how do you feel now? How do you feel?
I feel okay. I'm happy that I've delivered my messages to the entire university, as the vetting process was broadcasted live. There's still more work to be done, and so we're going to go back to our drawing boards and on the field to ensure that our message reaches every corner of the university.
That's a great one. Mr. Presidential Aspirant. The name again?
Evander Michael.
Evander Michael.
Yes, please.
Great. What motivated you to man up for this task? Because I could really tell it's not a small thing. As you mentioned earlier, you were tired, but you had to still endure to pass through the process. So the question stands still. What motivated you, or what inspired you to come out for this big thing?
Thank you very much for the question. I believe it simply boils down to the legacy in which we want to leave behind. That is a legacy in which is to be impactful to the students on campus currently and beyond. So when I say legacy, I'm talking about the fact that we want to make sure that our policies are implemented so that even after we are gone, students of Legon will be able to say, wow, in the Evander Yeng administration, they did this. They said they would do this and they fulfilled it. So we just want a long-lasting legacy for everyone else to benefit from.
Great. So since you are a unit or a team now, let me say 2 in 1, putting heads together. Mr. Presidential candidate or aspirant is talking about leaving a legacy. So since you are a team, I think you've thought together and all that. I would like to ask you, what at all would your benchmark be? Or what are some of the things you think when you do would become a hallmark or a legacy for you, for your administration?
Well, we believe that impossible is nothing. There really is no limits to what we can achieve, because the University of Ghana is a place of vast opportunity that we're seeking to explore to the benefits of the student populace. Very soon we'll be launching our policy documents, which hopefully every student will get a copy of, be it physical, hard copy or soft copy. And so, yeah, let's just stay tuned for that.
Okay. Mr. Presidential aspirant, going forward, sometimes you say experience counts, and this is a big position. So, do you mind sharing with us maybe one or two sort of experiences you have that is in line with this task you are trying to give to yourself?
So I would say that my leadership journey began in SHS, where I stood for and won the position of SRC PRO. Following year, I contested for SRC president at my alma mater, and in the university, I have had the opportunity to be course rep for most of my courses, and I am also currently serving as the deputy speaker of the Africa General Assembly. So I think that's a bit about my leadership journey.
I think this is solid enough. Do you have any further experience to add?
Well, yeah, over the years in primary and in GHS, I have held class rep positions. In high school, I have led campaigns. I personally didn't contest for anything, but I championed campaigns, and yeah, God being so good, we've won all of them. In the university, I currently serve as the Hall President for the United Nations, or popularly known as Evander. And I've also served as course rep for multiple of my courses. So, yeah.
I think these are commendable points you have. I'll commend you on that. Now, fast forward. You've talked about your legacies and all that you have in mind. You are about to assume an office that is being currently occupied by someone, and before that current one, there was someone before the current one came, and now you are aspiring to be the next. So the question is short and simple. Have you found any loopholes in the current administration's work done so far, or do you have any add-ons to what they've done, so that it will maybe be continued by you should all things go in your favor, which of course I wish you that possible best of luck?
Thank you. So I would say that I do wish to add on. See, leadership is a learning process. So in saying that, we must admit that you can never be perfect. Mistakes will be made. You learn from them. So our hope, as God willing, as the next incoming SRC body, we hope to just learn from our immediate past and do better going forward.
Great. Last of all, you just came from a veteran. Let me take you back. Do you think the panelists were not being fair enough to you, or do you have anything to voice out?
Well, like I stated earlier, I am highly in support of the vetting process, because I believe that leadership of late has been based on popularity, and it shouldn't be so. We need to vet to see the content of these people going for the positions, including myself. And so I'm very happy with all of the panelists. We were asked very important questions that the students would like to know. And yeah, I believe it was all in all a free and fair process. And so yeah, I'm very happy with the vetting process.
All right. Now I would want you to look straight or direct into the camera and convince a UG student watching you at this very moment, so that during or on that D-Day you would win their hearts and have their votes to lead you to the University of Ghana SRC Union building.
Yeah, so good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on whatever time you're watching this. This is Evander Michael Yeng, aspiring to be your next SRC president. I'm here with
Michael Yeng, aspiring to be your next SRC vice president.
Elections are in exactly 2 weeks from now. I believe that you have all seen the works we've done during our various campaigns, and it's just a teaser as to what is yet to come if given the mandate. There's a lot more to be done, but we can't do it without your support. So we ask that you keep us in your prayers and vote Evander Michael Yeng as your next SRC president and vice for a better UG, because we are ready to listen, ready to serve, and address whatever challenges you, the students, are facing. Thank you very much, and see you later. Bye.
So thank you so much, Mr. Presidential Aspirant. Thank you so much, Mr. Vice Presidential. We wish you the best of luck in your SRC.